Hello and welcome back to Back in the Place. That's Savoy with the Kaiserreich mod. We are back in Legionnaire, Italy. Last episode, the SRI capitulated at the very last moment. We have a nice little swath of the Italian countryside, lacking Anzio, a bit of Calabria, all of Sicily, a little bit of the Bootheel, but for the most part we're doing just fine. And we're now making a mad dash to try and break through the line that was here, to try and get ourselves to Torino. If we can hold Torino, we got this. If we can break them at any point in the line, we'll be able to push through. So I'm going to try and just work our way in. Fortunately, a lot of our attacks are in areas where I actually don't want them to really attack. These troops down here are going to be reinforced. Looks like our break is going to be along this line there. You, luckily, are going away from Torino, so we might have enough time to break through. I'm moving... Oh, no, now you're moving away completely. Good, we'll be able to cut the divide. 4 units will be stuck up there, and they'll leave you left to die. Got some troops over here. Let's see. I don't want you to move. That's the problem here. It's the problem I'm having. I don't want you to move. You go that way. And, no, go into them. Meanwhile, with your troops, I'm going to want you to start working on this line there. Yeah, you keep going. You get on that line as well. Looks. Oh, you're gonna start going through here. I like it. Try to break them up. Stop that unit. Stop these units from reinforcing. Meanwhile, Torino will just be reinforced in time. These units will get stuck up in the mountains. Will die off shortly. And yeah, we'll break them there. You'll retreat into that province. Okay. You go that way. You go that way. Attack them into each then their own. Don't let them get into Torino, boys. 3 days. Yeah, something like that. That'll work. Works for me. Ooh, nice. We broke them on both sides. We might be able to hold the breach. Hey, don't you do it. Looks like those units were all wrapped up. Nice. Everybody needs a need. Get on there. Get on there, my lads, my boys, my sons. Yes, good. Attack, attack, attack. Push them in there. Ooh, nice! The perfect location for our eventual conquest. Okay, holding this spot, holding that position, and holding Torino will be important to keeping the French out of this area. Meanwhile, the French are also working on pulling out naval invasions in Normandy, in Brittany, and still the German pressure. Although it looks like the Russian Empire, they are starting to lose ground. Moscow is now on the front lines, as it were. Back over here. Austria, you're not planning on attack, are we? Good. Keep it that way. Meanwhile, if we just hold a little bit... if we lose that province, we'll just attack them. It's fine. Torino seems to hold pretty well. Yeah, everybody get into positions. This is the new line, boys. This is the new line. Meanwhile, what's our production? We should have gotten some weapons left over. Yeah, we got a decent amount of weapons left over from the capitulation of the SRI. We aren't going to be able to just walk out of this war, though. Is the Union of Britain considered a major power? Yeah. Unfortunately, they are, and I'm not. So the war will just have to continue. Unfortunately, maybe even until the end of the Union of Britain. The mods definitely didn't think this through all the way, I would say. A Sardinia? No. How many times must I tell you? You must die, so I must live. Also, if we can, if you don't mind me, do something like that. Maybe go kind of aggressive. Push in where you can. We'll have... Oh, yeah, you're on the front lines, but maybe an attack into there will help. Meanwhile, we can send troops in and around to try and start taking some of their lands. And while over here we can do attacks against them while we start reinforcing. There's 7 units there that they're going to lose on in a beautiful attempt. We are locking down a whole lot of units right here that we can just... Oh, I love it. Meanwhile, yeah, we have some problems with resistance. They just don't know that they're supposed to be loving us yet. Just don't know. They're but babes in the woods. As for this line, I think we've already gone past most of their forts. meaning that it's just kind of pushed through the mountains at this point. No template for Toad anti-tank. Toad anti-tank, we have 64 backstock. We need a lot of anti-air, we need a lot of artillery. Well, we're starting to actually reinforce our guns. Nice. Fighters are fine. With the heroine of the skies protecting us. Yep, everybody go. Everybody attack where you can. Keep them pinned down where you can. England is cancelling their lend-lease towards Portugal, but Poland wishes to give me stuff. Poland. Poland, despite going for Habsburg, has joined with the Reichspakt. Strange. Kind of weird. Either way, our attacks to the French are now going pretty well. Probably because they just don't know how to defend. Meanwhile, here... Oh, we're still in that mode, right. Meanwhile, here... We're going to need to cover Genoa. We're going to need to cover Torino, Milan, all of that. Gonna need a lot of troops, though. Don't guard coastline, just bother with guarding our lands. Some of the attacks, the attack on Nizza is pretty good. Attacks up here, not as good anymore. They're starting to really reinforce. But that was the point of attacking so abruptly. We were trying to push through. Hopefully start taking some of Provence as well. Attack into them to hold them down. I believe we've taken almost every province that is associated with Piedmont, and it looks like we have. Just canceling lend-leases, not bad. You, I'm watching you. We're putting out those, we're putting out... Do we have enough tanks? No, we have nowhere near enough tanks. Good to know. We have... What now? Oh, we have none production. Give me some of that. Give me some of that good stuff. That good. Yeah, give some of that over. Just so we can really get started. Oil, we're getting some from Romania. They like us. Keep bringing it in. As for us, we're doing just fine. Nizza, weak, strong versus weak. We're going to take all the way down to Toulon. We'll have a bit of a nicer time. We just need to be very, very annoying. Really, that's what we have to do. Also, I don't think there's any mission or any stipulation to take Ticino anymore, so the Swiss can live. You attack into there. No, attack into there to hold down this fight. And just keep trying to hold on. Yes, you will give me 4 light tanks. You will give me support equipment. Hey, look at that. We pushed in a little. Things we can do. We can attack there. No, don't do it. Attack wherever you can, but sometimes you just can't anymore. We've been pushing a little hard when it comes to our... Fengtian government has took... Aww, Qing. Oh, Mongolia is strong. Fengtian government has taken over from the Qing. Qing are now dead. Also, there is the... Let's look at it a little bit closer. It's still just showing up as ALLG, but I've been told that that stands for General. Pretty much done here. Our only option is attack the entirety of the Austrians, or don't. Let's go light cruisers. Republic of Iran. So how long were you a republic? Kurdistan exists. I like your mustache. Serbia keeps trying. Let's just keep going. Yeah, don't attack unless we need to. The attack here is pretty strong. Brings us pretty close to attacking into Grenoble. Probably has some fancy French name, but it's not that important to me. Go down to a careful. We don't want to lose too much. Non-aggressive pack from Muscat. Sure. Support equipment from the Irish. Don't mind that one bit. And we're making a nice little pocket around Ticino. Oh no, Torino. Ticino's up here. Making a nice pocket. Next step, what would it take to attack you? Can't justify war goal. We have a non-aggression pact against them, right? But we gotta attack you. Take claim state, Society and Sardinia. Take 60 days. And I'd be fighting the entirety of them. Australasian? What is this? The Australasian Union is in a separate war in the reclamation of the home islands. Was that true? You're not in... I'm surprised you're not in the Eastern Syndicalist Union either. Thank you, give me total artillery. Give me QF 18 pounders. Ooh, nice hat. Oh, what's this? Are you starting to form? The Buenos Aires Lima Axis. Nice. Meanwhile, Integralists, we can't form a faction with you, but I would like to. Oh, what's going on over here? Dominican Republic versus Haiti is still going on? Dang. I had no idea. Meanwhile, ooh, the French are now starting to fight the French. Meaning we could possibly make a push to Toulon. Push through, my lads, push through. Grenoble's over there, you say? Right there, with these troops. Stop them. Hold them still. Hold them steady. Ah, I see the famous strategy of attacking into the enemy. Let's see if we can take that and the Portuguese won't fight back. No, they will. But if we push them out and then surround Toulon, yep. I would like to take as much as possible from the French, but if the French beat the French, I won't mind. The British is definitely going to be the hardest. Naval invasions are not easy in this game, which reminds me I need to put some effort into building, well, into building that, into building this. Put that up there. Give up some, give up one. Not bad, not too bad. Oh, and you need to be pretty high on the list too. Although apparently we have a shit ton of motorized. Okay. Yeah, Toulon is now surrounded. 7. Portugal, why are you so invested in this war? You're like abnormally invested into this fight. And I don't necessarily understand why. Also, why are you moving off that province? You're the only one standing there. Please stand still. Gonna break them here. Pushing through the Alps. It's gonna be our best chance. Austria, please tell me you're not doing anything. Good. You stay that way. Let's make a couple more Division Alpine. We can only make the one. Then make a couple more of those. Maybe some... I could just call these light infantry divisions to go with it. Try to start making an army on this side. I don't particularly like the plan of leaving Marseille in the hands of the French, but at the same time I kind of have to. Some of our attacks aren't very good. Kind of go back to careful. Make sure we don't lose any ground just because we want to take ground. I make sure that Marseille holds, because if not, then Toulon and all this land will go all the way back to Nizza. Oh, hey, look at that! We took it over. Now it's Nizza instead of Nice. Nice. Belarusia, thank you. I remember the good old days where you were I believe, White Ruthenia, and then maybe Central Ruthenia at some point. Oh, what's this? Expand the Ostwall. It's a bit late for that. Also, what happened to your puppet? Why doesn't he exist? Did it just get annexed? Is that something that can happen in this mod? So we have Grenoble. Marseille holds for now. There's still the Normandy landings to deal with. If the French fall, that is the, I would say, mainstay. We'll see. I would say that's the mainstay of their forces. Yeah, it's 72 to 80 total factories, about half, and a majority of the divisions. And a majority of the deaths. How's your manpower doing? If the French Republic wants to take this, I'd be okay with it, but I still need to fight Sardinia. I much prefer if the Germans took it. They don't have any problems with me. You're still centralizing that government. You go in Merchant Marine. Mostly bad attacks. Poorer attacks. We could try to push. Like, make a nice... I know that I need to take Sardinia. That decision there. Unite Italy. I don't believe Sardinia is on that list. However, Sicily is. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it back. You know what they really need? They need cross-faction diplomacy. Because I need to be able to say, hey, you know, we're in the war. We're not on the same side, but we're in the war together. That's my land. You don't have any claims on it. I have a claim on it. I would like it back, please. Please and thank you. Peas and carrots. No, not Bologna. Anything but that. Let's go Division Infanteria. Could go for a specialty division. Start getting heavy divisions. If you're going to be standard division, maybe duplicate that for now. It would be a 40 stack, which is kind of a beastly one. Let's go an anti-tank up front. Anti-tank up front. Then an anti-air. Anti-air. Maybe get rid of this infantry for now. And then Arty. And then blocks of infantry to hold it up. 40 stack. And for now, these will have to do. New division. Fangton government has... Oh, Fangton government's getting strong out there. Also, I hear a train outside. Just letting you know. Let's go. Div. Isione. Fanteria. And if we're doing the convention, tres. I don't know what that would be in Italian. I said it in Spanish. And this is a duplicated version? Yes. And then give it a new symbol. If guns were the medium symbol, let's give it a... toot toot. Yep. Victory train. I hear the whistle blowing. If guns are mediums, that's more of a like Air Force thing. That's more of a Marine symbol. I could just go for that. It's pretty intimidating. And we can make maybe 2 in total. Have them come out eventually. Things we can do. Industrial company, military factions, radar station, constructions, synthetic refineries, research time. Not bad. Fighter, brisk, yeah, that's fine. Perfectly fine. Perfectly suitable. Oh boy. They took too long. It's exactly what I was worried about. Come on. Let's make the new line over to Lyon. Probably just get rid of this old line entirely. Now everybody on that line. And go slowly. If you don't mind. Toulon, we could probably make back. It's just enough pushes, we can make that back. We can get that back! French Republic is having a good amount of time up there in Normandy, and if they just could secure like a bridgehead right there, between Laurent and Rene, they could have a decent foothold to try and keep pushing. What do you have? Because you only have the lands in Africa. 20 to 30 divisions, as opposed to their 100 to 152. And not nearly as much manpower, but they are fighting the Germans, and the Germans are kind of busy fighting the Russians, and the Russians are kind of busy losing to the Mongolians, and the Mongolians are focused. Meanwhile, the Fengtian government is a beast. Also, they are now the Triad Syndicate. They're paternal autocrats. Thank you. Instead of being the legation cities, they are now a triad of trade cities, I guess. Dominion of India, Bharata Commune, and what is that? Oh, Madras. Are you still fighting? What's happening? Nepal and all the other countries in war? What? What is this? Some kind of war going on over here? You are just fighting against Madras. You are fighting against Madras. Aren't you in the Dominion of India? Oh, you're in 2 wars, a defensive war and an offensive war. Yeah, a lot of these attacks are going very well, including the push to Marseille, including the push to there. Even through the pushes into the mountains, we're doing just fine. They just must be weak. Their divisions are nowhere near as strong as they used to be. You with your troops, keep pushing with the Nizza to... not there yet. We don't have that province yet. And then, a military factory. Whew. Yeah, start putting them into support equipment. Got more motorized than we can shake a stick at. They aren't all that important. The planes are not... Ooh, if we're going to have planes, we should get more planes. How about some close air support? How about some strategic bomber? How about some tactical bomber? Put all those up there. Some tacti bombers. And how far at the next research? 14 days, 16 days, 20 days. I should start researching military police for some of these garrison units, maybe even make a garrison unit, but I'll do all that in the next episode. Bye-bye!